The main protection you need in life is to recognize the type of people who are manipulators.
You have to understand the power game to some degree.
Men are very much seduced by women who are offering an adventure.
People want drama. They want something that stands out. They want something that's strong, that's forceful, that's impactful.
We are all narcissists. We are all self-absorbed by our nature. The best defense in this world is to recognize the manipulators before you get involved with them. Women have skills, women have qualities that I think make them in some ways superior in the game of power to men. That we're social animals, we're very political, people are tricky, they don't reveal who they are, they don't reveal what they're thinking. But women, at least traditionally, and maybe they're losing it now, I don't know, are much more sensitive to the social world. They're much more sensitive to the way they are raised, to what people are feeling, right? To what might be going on in their heads. They're more socialized. They're more sensitive to what's going on in a group. That kind of empathy, that kind of thinking inside of what's going on in people's minds is very, very powerful tool in the game of power. So whereas women have to jump through hurdles that make it more complicated and difficult for them, they have natural skills that in a group setting, as a leader or working in a group, can make them superior actors. Because men tend to be so involved in their egos and in their own worlds and in their own ideas and thoughts that they can be very insensitive and very coarse and not understand. If you're a leader and you're dealing with all these different people and you're not attuned to their different personalities, it can be very counterproductive. Women have a greater ability to tune into those kinds of things. I know I'm generalizing. But in the world today, where power is becoming more subtle and more difficult, that skill of understanding people, of being better at the social game, is, I think, a great advantage. The main protection you need in life is to recognize the type of people who are manipulators before you get involved with them. So people who are malignant narcissists, for instance, and the game of people who are malignant narcissists is to infect your emotions, to gain control over your emotions, to create all kinds of drama where they're making you react, they're making you upset, and they're in complete control of that. Okay? So that's like one of the worst forms of manipulators that are out there. But once you get involved with someone like that, the way you can recognize that you're being manipulated is by the emotional reactions people are churning up that you cannot control. They're making you angry. They're making you upset. They're making you excited. And then that excitement changes into fear, into insecurity. You feel constantly emotional, like you're being played. But you don't realize it sometimes in the moment, because when we get emotional, we don't think very well. We're not being very rational. So you can recognize it when people, by your reactions, by how emotional you are and how it's constantly shifting. The problem is that by the time you realize that, it's almost too late, because you're so upset, you're so entangled in their power games that it's very hard to get yourself out of it. So the best defense in this world is to recognize the manipulators before you get involved with them. First of all, you notice that they have a track record, that they have a lot of enemies in this world, right? If they have a lot of enemies in this world, that must mean something, okay? But you also are attuned to their body language, to the nonverbal communication cues that people give. When people look at you, their eyes reveal a lot. Their eyes reveal that they're actually interested, they're actually engaging. Manipulators have this kind of distance in their eyes, as if they're thinking, as you can hear them thinking. They're not like looking at you. They're kind of going, wow, what can I say to get this person interested in me? The eyes reveal a lot about whether people are outwardly focused or inwardly focused. Be very attuned to the body language, to what seems authentic and what is fake. I mean, these are some cues, but the most important thing is to be aware of your emotions and how you're being played and how they're constantly shifting because of all the drama that this person is stirring up. We are all narcissists. We are all self-absorbed by our nature as human animals in the 21st century. It's unavoidable that we think first and foremost of ourselves, that we're more interested in our own ideas than in other people's ideas. You know, it's natural and it's normal. But what happens is people who are somewhat healthy with their narcissism, they're aware of it and they have a degree of self-love and self-respect so that when bad things happen to them and they start feeling depressed and low, they're able to raise themselves back up because they have a degree of self-love. So self-love is not a bad thing. It's actually a very good and powerful thing. And what happens with terrible narcissists, the 1%, I would say, to me, I think it's more like 5%, but who knows? It's just a number. When bad things happen and they start feeling upset and insecure, they don't have that self-love to raise them back up. The only way that they can feel okay about it is to start hurting other people, to start creating drama and getting attention. Instead of an internal voice that goes, "You're not so bad, let's just wait it out, things will get better," they go, "I'm so desperate, I'm so upset, I'm so angry, I have to get attention, I have to get other people, I have to manipulate other people." They cannot raise themselves back up. So to have some love for yourself, to have some self-esteem is actually a very good and positive and powerful thing. People have a weakness in life, okay? And the weakness that we all have, myself included, everybody on this planet, is that we don't have enough pleasure, okay? We don't have enough fun. We don't have enough excitement. We don't have enough theater and drama and things that raise us out of the banalities of everyday life. We're hungry for that, right? We have to work. We have to handle all the business things in our life. Life can be really drudgery and difficult and painful. And so that weakness is the fact that we want pleasure. We want to get out of our day-to-day world. We want to get out of the banalities that are weighing us down. Men are very much seduced by women who are offering an adventure because they like the thrill of the hunt. They like to chase. They like anything that has a little bit of danger involved, okay? So what you're offering is something that people don't normally get in their day-to-day life. If you're a man or a woman and you know how to give people a taste of that pleasure and get them eating out of your hand and running after you, you are a master seducer or seductress. That is the art. It is knowing people's weakness and need to be taken out of their boring day-to-day life and playing on that to seduce them, to make them fall in love, to make them vote for you in an election, to sell them a product in marketing, whatever it is. It's all the same psychology.
You have to understand the power game to some degree. You have to understand that there are people who control your business, your industries. They have more power than others. They have egos. They're insecure. If you don't know how to appeal to them, if you don't know how to appeal to their self-interest, they're not going to finance you. They're not going to help you. You have to understand the political game. You have to be able to play to what's going to please them. You have to be able to get rid of your ego sometimes and do things that maybe aren't exactly what you want to do, but is the right career move. You also have to know how to package things. You have to understand human psychology. People want drama. They want something that stands out. They want something that's strong, that's forceful, that's impactful, right? And you're sitting here writing something that kind of meanders, that sells it kind of in this half-baked way, etc. No, you've got to hit directly. You have to hit people's emotions. We're emotional animals. And that's sort of the key to marketing, is hitting people's emotions, not their intellect, not their ideas, right? I mean, it's the whole thing. You have to understand human nature. You have to understand psychology. You have to understand politics and egos, right?
Yes.
So talent is important, but it will only get you so far. You know, there are so many talented basketball players just in the United States, but the ones who make it are not always the most talented, but they're the most disciplined of all.
Absolutely.
You know? Try too many things in life. You can try to learn too many things, right? And never master one of them, right? So the temptation in our culture is, with all the access to information, all the things going on in the media, to think that I'm going to start picking up the guitar now, and then I'm also going to learn this, and I'm going to learn that. So people are kind of trying too many different things, and they're not like learning one thing really, really, really well.
Yes.
And so that's kind of the main fault I see in a lot of people, particularly when they're young, because it's very difficult when there's so many things out there and there's so many temptations.
Yeah.
So what you want is a mix of things, because a lot of success in life is creating this kind of balance. So you want an overall goal for yourself. Let's say you want to accomplish this business that you want to start, right? But you're not able to get there. You're not able to make the bridge to it, okay? So you say, this is my long-term goal. And then you build a ladder of descending goals of small things to get there. And within it, so let's say your goal is 5 years, you're going to start the business. Then within that, you've got months and you've got weeks and you've got days, and you're building small goals that you can reach and that are reachable. I want to start my business. It's really hard out there. There's one thing that I don't think I'm good at. All right, well, tomorrow I'm going to start learning this new skill. I'm going to go to school. I'm going to read this book, right? Give yourself a goal that you can reach in a week, right? Or in 2 weeks.
Yes.
So that what's killing you is you're thinking too long term, and you can't get there, and it's kind of making it seem like it's impossible. It's killing your spirit, right? You're too ambitious. You're thinking too far ahead. You need smaller, reachable goals, right? So your great business, your great book, your great podcast has other little steps you have to take to get there. Create a step you can reach in a month, a week, or whatever, and reach it. Don't make it too difficult, but don't make it too easy. I always tell people to make it a little bit above what you think you can do, and you'll get there. But if you give yourself a goal in a month that is a step towards creating this larger thing, and you reach it, you'll have a sense of pride and accomplishment. You did something, right?
Yes.
You got part of the way there. And you know, like with determination, you're on your way, and you can do that again, and you can make another smaller goal. And you're not paying attention to 5 years from now, you're paying attention to tomorrow's goal. Your eyes are focused on these small steps. You don't lose sight of the larger goal, because then you'll get mired in details. It's driving you, but your main focus is on reaching what you've set yourself up for, month by month, by week by week by week. Baby steps.
Yes.
If you do something every day and you reach these things, the sense of you've never done anything is what's killing you. You need to have a sense that you actually have something to show for it. You actually have reached part of the way there. People in our day-to-day life are so repressed. We have to be so politically correct.
Yeah.
We have to be so pleasant and smiling, etc., that when your work expresses anger or expresses pain, people love it. They're drawn to it because finally someone's expressing what I'm feeling, but no one else is talking about, you know? The goal in it is not beating other people and humiliating them. That's the dark side, and that's giving into the dark side. The goal is to be the best at your sport, to win a championship, and then to give back to the community, to make a lot of money, and then donate a lot of it, to be a good role model. But when you reach the top, you have that luxury. And so it's more like, what are you doing this for? I want to use my energy, my frustrations, to show people that they don't have to suffer the way I suffer, other people suffer in the work world. These are the laws of power. You don't have to be so naive. You can understand that you don't need to never outshine the master. So I was able to put my energy in there and get some of my yayas out in doing it, but for a higher purpose, to help people.
Right.
I think that's the difference, right?
Yeah.
And so I tell people, you feel anger, but there's a lot of injustice in this world, particularly nowadays. Channel it into a worthy cause, into justice, into leading some kind of movement. That's a brilliant way to take your dark energy and metamorphose it into something really positive. And if it's for something greater than yourself, then you're not a prisoner of it.
Got it.
Because you're getting outside your own ego and you're actually working to help people. Okay? But I can tell you, a lot of social movements and revolutions, if you want to call it, or reform movements, they peter out because they lose energy.